Your Honor. All rise. Season 3, episode 37, Saturday, March 28th, 2026. Yes, sir. All clear. Ladies and gentlemen, you folks may be seated. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Pennsylvania College Basketball Court, or the PCBC for short. This is Season 3, Episode 37, the Final Four. Seasons 1 and 2 of my podcast can be found on my Instagram page. All you got to do is click NWS1999 in your search engine bar, and you'll find my channel at the Honorable Judge Noah. In my bio, you'll find my Instagram and Twitter pages for IUP men's basketball, where I post my content as much as I can. Then Season 3, if you find that same channel, you'll find my playlist, PCBC Season 3. And while you're at it, if you haven't had a chance to subscribe, please do, as we are now in our second to last episode for Season 3. The final episode for this season will be on Tuesday, April 7th, the day after the 2026 NCAA Men's Basketball National Championship game for March Madness, which is being played in Indianapolis. If you've enjoyed this series so far, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on the final 2 episodes of Season 3. I'm your host, the Honorable Judge Noah, reporting live from the hometown and main base of the PCBC in Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. In today's episode, we're going to be recapping the Final Four matchups for Division II, as well as going over the games. We'll be talking about briefly the Division II women's Final Four, and a preview of the National Championship game, which is occurring right now, actually. Then we'll talk about the preview for the 2026 Division II Men's Basketball Championship, as well as recapping games from the Sweet 16. A couple of games right now actually went on last night at the time I was filming this at around 11:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we'll talk about that. So from that point of view, it's still technically 11:20 when I'm filming this, but right now when this episode is being aired, it's already past 3 o'clock. But anyways, let's get rolling. All right, so the Final Four for men's basketball. First matchup, Gannon versus Oklahoma Baptiste. In the first half, Gannon outscored OK Baptiste 45-39. Second half, Gannon outscored OK Baptiste 53-41. As the Golden Knights advanced to their first national championship game since 1987, winning 98-80. Gannon improves to 31-3, while the Bison of Oklahoma Baptiste finished their season, I believe it is 31-4. For OK Baptiste, my player of the game goes to Seth Granberry. 32 minutes, 8 of 17 from the field, 4 of 10 from three-point range, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 2 rebounds, 1 steal for 22 points. Christian Hodge, 30 minutes, 12 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 steals, 3 blocks for 20 points, recording a double-double. Eric Madrid, 20 minutes, 14 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal for 12 points, so 2 players with double-doubles. Terry Koner Jr., 38 minutes, 8 assists, 2 rebounds, 1 steal, and 2 blocks for 15 points. Overall, the Bison of Oklahoma Baptiste shot 39.7%, or 27 of 68 from the field. 21 of 32, or 65.6% from the free throw line. 5 of 22 from three-point range, 22.7%. For Gannon, my player of the game goes to Lucas Morgan. 31 minutes, went 9 of 13 from the field, 2 of 2 from three-point range, 8 of 11 from the free throw line. 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal for 28 points. Mackenzie Morgan, his brother, 30 minutes, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals for 20 points. Pace Proser, 33 minutes, 7 rebounds, 7 assists for 17 points. And Precious Adiru, 26 minutes, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals for 17 points. Overall, the Golden Knights of Gannon shot 44.2% or 34 of 77 from the field, 19 of 35 or 54.3% from free throw run, and 11 of 27 or 40.7% from three-point range. The second game was Nova Southeastern, the number 1 seed, taking on number 5 seed Lander. In the first half, Lander outscored Nova Southeastern 42-31. Second half, Nova Southeastern outscored Lander 50-49. As the Bearcats, for the first time in program history, advanced to the national championship game. As Nova Southeastern falls short of a 4th straight appearance in the national championship game. For Lander, my player of the game goes to Grayson Pritzel. 32 minutes, 8 of 14 from the field, 5 of 10 from three-point range, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal for 25 points. Dylan Canoville, in 25 minutes, recorded a double-double with 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal for 18 points. Jacob Daniels, 32 minutes, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal for 17 points. Antoine Weber Jr., 25 minutes, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals for 11 points. And Bobby Crawford Jr., 13 minutes, 5 rebounds for 10 points with 2 blocks. Overall, the Bearcats of Lander shot 46.4% or 32 of 69 from the field, 20 of 31 or 64.5% from the free throw line, 7 of 21 or 33.3% from three-point range. For Nova Southeastern, my player of the game goes to Jackson Knapp, who had a very impressive double-double. 30 minutes and went 6 of 14 from the field, 0 of 1 from three-point range, 5 of 9 from the free throw line. 20 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals for 17 points. Ryan Davis, 27 minutes, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 4 steals for 17 points. Ross Reeves, 36 minutes, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, and 1 block for 16 points. Dallas Graziani in his last collegiate game, 39 minutes, 3 rebounds, 7 assists for 15 points. And Bennett Kaiser, 26 minutes, 4 rebounds, 1 block for 12 points. Overall, the Sharks of Nova Southeastern shot 32.6% or 29 of 89 from the field, 21 of 31 or 67.7% from the free throw line, and 2 of 16 from three-point range at 12.5%. So, your Division II men's basketball championship game being played in Indianapolis on Sunday, April 5th at 1 p.m. Eastern is the number 5 seed, Lander, the Bearcats, taking on the number 3 seed, Gannon Golden Knights, out of the PSAC. So we have one PSAC team that's going to be playing in the national title game. What about the women? Glad you asked. First game, the big matchup, IUP and Colorado Mesa. Colorado Mesa coming into this game on a 34-game winning streak. First half, IUP outscored Colorado Mesa 36-29. Second half, Colorado Mesa outscored IUP 41-39. IUP, for the first time in program history, advances to the Division II Women's Basketball Championship game, winning 75-70, beating the Mavericks, who had won 34 in a row, and their last loss was on November 14th, 2025. Player of the game, they only had 2 guys who did the scoring. Olivia Reed played all 40 minutes, had 14 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 3 blocks for 34 points. And Mason Rowland played all 40 minutes, 10 rebounds, 4 assists for 27 points. IUP, their top scorer was the PSAC West Athlete of the Year, Nashay Weaver, 33 minutes, 10 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals for 21 points. Ellie Wilkerson from Plainfield, Indiana, 35 minutes, played 35 minutes, 2 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal for 20 points. Teresa Maggio, 36 minutes, had 2 steals for 17 points. Those were their top 3 scorers as IUP advances. And then the other matchup was University of Alabama Huntsville versus Grand Valley State. First half, Grand Valley State outscored Alabama Huntsville 29-22. Second half, they outscored Grand Valley outscored Alabama Huntsville 32-17 as Grand Valley State improves to 35-1, advancing to the championship game 61-39. Lily Wilkin was the top scorer for Alabama Huntsville, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals in 34 minutes. Chloe Siegel in 32 minutes, 4 rebounds, and total of 12 points. For Grand Valley State, their top scorer was Paige Vancey, 29 minutes, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, and 1 steal for 21 points. Mackenzie Bisball had a very impressive double-double. 19 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 1 steal for 13 points in 27 minutes. And then Nicole Kamen, 34 minutes, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal for 13 points. So your Division II Women's Basketball Championship game as of right now, it is the number 2 seed, IUP Crimson Hawks, taking on the number 1 seed, Grand Valley State. Go IUP. Hopefully we win the national championship. It would be awesome. It would be the first time in IUP's history, both men's or women's, to win a national championship. So we'll see what happens. All right, on to March Madness for the Sweet 16. These games are still being played, a couple games at the time I'm recording this at 11:30 p.m. Thursday, in the West region, Purdue beating Texas 79-77. In the South, Iowa advances to the Elite Eight as a 9 seed, winning 77-71 over 4th seed Nebraska. They will face the number 3 seed, Illinois, who defeated number 2 Houston 65-55 in a home game for Houston. And then in the West, the number 1 seed, Arizona, crushed Arkansas 109-88. I'm taking a look because we're going to talk about this guy, Malik Thomas. He had 17 points in 38 minutes. He is the brother of Shondale Jones, the younger brother of Shondale Jones, who played at IUP for a couple years. So your matchups for the Elite Eight for the West, it is Arizona and Purdue. In the South, it is Iowa and Illinois. For the East, Duke holds on to beat St. John's 80-75, and Michigan beats Alabama 90-77. At halftime, currently, Tennessee is beating Iowa State 34-33. The winner of that game will face Michigan on Sunday. And then UConn and Michigan State. UConn is currently up 44-40. The winner of that game goes on to face Duke in the Eastern Region Championship game in Washington, D.C. Michigan will face the winner of Tennessee and Iowa State in Chicago. And then tomorrow, the matchups for tonight, Southern Region Championship game, the Elite Eight, Illinois and Iowa. The winner of this game will go to Indianapolis for the Final Four. And they will play on Saturday, April 4th. I would assume that is going to be, okay, yeah, that is going, I would guess it's probably going to be the first game. We'll wait and see time-wise on that. Then the West Region Championship game in San Jose. Purdue and Arizona, it's at 8:49 Eastern on TBS. Both these games on TBS. Iowa and Illinois is at 6:09 Eastern in Houston. And then on Sunday, tomorrow, Michigan awaits the winner of Tennessee and Iowa State. That game is at 2:15 Eastern on CBS in Chicago. And then at 5:05 Eastern in Washington, D.C. on CBS, Duke awaits the winner of UConn and Michigan State. And then the winner of those 4 games will head to the Final Four in Indianapolis, which will recap the Elite Eight matchups. And we'll talk about the Final Four, and then we'll get a preview, or I guess we'll recap the national championship game for both Division I men's and Division II men's, as those games will be back-to-back days. So the schedule, the women's game for Division II currently playing right now. The Division II men's game will be on Sunday, April 5th, Eastern, at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS Sports Network. Then the Division I men's basketball championship game will be Monday, April 6th. I would assume that's going to be around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 8:30 on I believe that game will be on CBS. We'll recap those two games in our final episode for Season 3, Episode 38. Until then, that is going to conclude this episode. I will see you guys on Tuesday, April 7th, to recap the Division II and Division I men's basketball championship games for Indianapolis. Until then, I'm your host, Honorable Judge Noah, reporting live from Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania, saying so long, have a great weekend, and I will see you guys on April 7th for our final episode of Season 3. Until then, recess.